All right, everybody, I am back with a brand new movie review. And today I am reviewing none other than the brand new film by Ridley Scott called Napoleon, starring both Joaquin Phoenix and Vanessa Kirby. I was excited to see this film. Okay, I am a huge fan of Ridley Scott. Alien is one of my top 10 favorite films. Gladiator is a masterpiece, and he is one of the few directors that I think over time has not lost their edge and gotten worse. I think most directors from my childhood over time have gotten worse with their directing as time goes on, and he's one of those that has not. And so I was pretty excited to see this movie. The trailer was amazing, and I was excited to see a telling of Napoleon's history. Now, I've heard from some people that this movie was not going to be historically accurate, and that's fine. It is a Hollywood film. And if you are thinking you're going to go into this getting something as epic as Gladiator, you are mistaken. This film is not it. This is the choppiest storytelling I have seen from Ridley Scott. I was excited to see it. First of all, there is no epic score. The score in this is very forgettable. It's serviceable for what the movie is. It is about war. It's about love. It's about betrayal. There's all kinds of stuff going on. Now, here's the thing about the story. I'm going to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. If you know the story of Napoleon, you already know what's going to happen. But this movie was not really just about Napoleon. It was more about Josephine, his wife, played by Vanessa Kirby. I would say it was more her story than it was his. He's definitely in more scenes, but you'll see how she is portrayed throughout the film. And because it's telling her story and his story and also the military stuff, they don't focus particularly well on any one of those subjects. So this movie has three different major things that it's juggling with, and none of them were fleshed out enough to even care about. I can't tell you how many times I looked at my watch, and I do believe that he has like a 5-hour version of this film ready to go, and he wants to tell like a Josephine-specific movie. No, thank you. Sorry. Pass. Huge pass. I saw this once at the theater. I do not recommend it. This movie is scheduled to be a big bomb at the box office this weekend, and I cannot recommend this to anybody. If you're a historian, I don't think you're going to like it. If you're a fan of Ridley Scott, I don't think you're going to like it. Scores are huge, and that's the one thing that this movie was sorely missing, was an amazing score. The film was also shot with such a dark blue-gray hue, filter on it, that they might as well have made the movie black and white. The colors were so muted that they really should have just made this a black and white film. So there were lots of things not to enjoy in the movie. And even the jokes in it, there were times where you laughed, and I don't think they wanted people to laugh, but it just came across as a little bit goofy. And the weirdest thing is that, he does have relations with Josephine like 3 or 4 times in the film, but it's goofy how they do it. And I almost started laughing through the first, interaction with them. Like, it was weird. It was goofy, off the wall, and I don't think it was meant to be funny, but it was. So at the end of the day, out of 5 stars, I'm going to give this film 2 out of 5. Okay? I cannot recommend it. I will never see this film again. Even if they come out with an extended version, I'll be tempted to watch it just to see if it makes the film better. But I wanted to see something dig into the real, the psyche of Napoleon. And they don't do that. He was a great strategist. You don't get that in this film. You don't see it. They make him out to be more of just a regular warmonger. And they do have a point about what they're doing with the film at the very end. There's a little bit of stuff to read on the screen when it gets done. But does that save the movie in any way? No. At the end of the day, I cannot recommend this film. It is going to be a waste of your time. there's not a whole lot to enjoy. My wife liked it a little bit more than I did, just a little bit, but she would not recommend seeing it, and we both regret spending 3 hours of our day going to see it. So huge thumbs down on this one. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought. All right, guys, I do appreciate all the support I have on my channel. If you like the review, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, and I will see you on the next review.